Okay, this is part 2 of my video. I'm entitled to feel some kind of way. First of all, before we continue, I'd like to say how YouTube is really fucking up. Now, the video that you may or may not have seen, the first part of I'm entitled to feel some kind of way, I was told didn't upload because I made that was the first video I made yesterday night, and I was told that it didn't upload because they were going through site maintenance. And there was an error that occurred when I hit upload. But my friend just texted me this morning and told me he saw my video. So I'm like, let me find out YouTube still uploaded my video when I didn't tell them to do it. But I'm glad they did because that was my best take of the video. That was first take. And they ended up making 3 or 4 other takes of that same video because YouTube kept fucking up but didn't have to upload. I'm just glad that the first one uploaded. But anyway, continuing what I said before. I had to take some time off for myself because I felt like I was doing the most for everybody else except myself, which is why I haven't been in contact. And we're going to get to contact, like my form of contact towards other people, in either this video or the next video. Secondly, let me find out YouTube just increased the amount of time YouTubers have to post videos. It went from 10 to 15 minutes. Yes, okay. Anyway, now what I've been doing over my summer to try and stay productive, since I couldn't find a job and I was so stressed about this whole college thing, I decided to do something productive, recreational, and positive for everywhere. I chose to be a part. Well, no, you know what? It started. My interview for this was on the 2nd of June. I completed my 56-hour advocacy training on July 6th. And then I just completed my education and training, or prevention education and training on this past 9th. This past 9th, you're supposed to say a day, like this past Tuesday. Whatever. Go with it. I chose to be a part of an organization called Rape Victim Advocates, which is a nonprofit organization that provides medical and legal advocacy as well as counseling services, along with whatever referrals you may need to help survivors through sexual, like if they've been sexually assaulted, raped, sexually abused, where the agency is around to just help them out. You go to the hospital, they call you. If you're on call, they'll call your phone, tell you what hospital to go to and the name, and you're there as nothing but a support system, so they won't feel like they're all alone. And since you're one of the first response people to somebody that's been raped, then you have a bigger influence on where their life goes from there. If you give nothing but attitude and you're giving rudeness, then you're not gonna really be much help, and it might be detrimental to the survivor. But if you're there as a positive light, as just nothing but a support system, then that survivor might make it through quicker than you may think. And to prove this, I was trying to wait to tell you all about this when my certificates came, but I'm certified as of now. I just don't have the paper to prove it yet, but it should be here by either Saturday or Monday or Tuesday at the most. But this is the first binder of my 56-hour training. I know you can't see it because the gates to heaven in the background they're quite bright, but my ID badge for if I'm ever called to take a hospital shift, and my binder, which is quite thick. Now, we learned this binder has everything that you might ever need to know. And I chose to be a part of this organization because basically, I grew up around this organization. You could say I was born there. Prior to actually taking these trainings, I had been volunteering at the organization for 7 years, I'm gonna say. And they were pretty much where I got the majority of my service learning hours, which I appreciate so much because I couldn't graduate without those. But I'm happy that I went through the training because it was only right. I've been there so long. But the reason I chose to go through a second training is because with the advocacy training, you're called to go in the hospital. Males are not first responses for survivors of rape or sexual assault because 9 times out of 10, the males are the one that perpetrated sexual assault against the survivor. For those of you that doesn't mean it, that means males are generally the ones that did the raping. But that's not to say that females can't do it either. Anyone and anyone can be a rapist, and anyone and anyone can be a rapist, and anyone and anyone can be a survivor. You just never know. But I chose to go through the education and training Oh yes, the gates to heaven just disappeared. Hey, nah. I just chose to go through this training, education and training. Okay, sorry, I was just, you know, y'all just saw the gates to hell. Not the gates to hell. The gates to hell? Y'all just saw the gates to heaven do what they did. But yeah, I chose to go through this training because instead of, I wasn't getting the experience or the call or what I wanted with the advocacy training. So with the education and training, I'm now certified to go speak at schools, various organizations, hospitals, police stations, firehouses, and educate them about rape culture and raise awareness. I mean, because there's no surefire way to prevent rape, but if you raise awareness, you can at least decrease society's ignorance regarding the topic of rape and sexual assault. And rape and sexual assault are virtually the same thing for those of you that did not know. But look at me trying to give you information that you didn't even ask for. But anyway, getting back to this topic, let's go back to what we were saying. Now, like I said, I feel like I'm like 70, 80, 90% sure that I've lost one of my closest friends. Like, she was just all that and more. But if she's gone, that's okay with me because people come and go. But like I said, I'm feeling some type of way. And that's part of my inspiration for these videos. Now, I find it crazy because I've been sitting up here thinking about a lot of things and people have been doing some really strange stuff. It's crazy how all the people that that I supported when they didn't have nobody, not nothing, when they were still counted out and all of this, when nobody was there but me, all these people want to claim that I'm doing this, that, the other. One of them claimed that I'm being phony, and the rest of them acted like I was never an important force in their life. And it's real funny how I'm always the one that gets fucking screwed over in the end, but I'm the one that was with you when it all started. All of the people that you are with now, I was there before them. Half the people you got with you now, I'm the reason that helped you. You got into a quarrel with them, and I'm the one that helped you work them out. But I'm just not important. I didn't make the cut, huh? But it's okay though, because like I said, I'm feeling some type of way. And I'm not going to say like I don't care, because obviously if it was my inspiration for these videos, I care. I don't have a problem with admitting that. But it's crazy. And then another one, she just goes through her stuff, and I was there for like a whole 2-3 years doing nothing but supporting her through all of this stuff that I could have just said, you know what, fuck it, it'll get better maybe. I hope you feel better. But I didn't. I was there. Phone calls every night, text messages every day, in your face all the time at school. But I'm not important. It's fine. And then another one want to hit me up on Facebook. Now I've known you for 4 years. When I still thought of you as a slut, I still acted friendly towards you, because I feel like you didn't have nobody else in your corner that was worth anything, and I thought that maybe you could use a good friend, which is what I tried to be. But when people tell me, oh, I guess we're just not friends anymore, or I guess you don't like me as much as you said you do, that's a kick in the fucking face. If I've been around you for 4 years, I don't waste my time. My time is precious to me. The reason I'm spending my time around you, talking to you, messaging you, in contact with you, is because I care. If I didn't, these words, I don't give a fuck, would be my attitude towards you. But that's not the case. But everybody feels some type of way. So, you know what? I feel like I'm entitled to feel some kind of way as well. Because everybody else wants to feel some kind of way towards me, then I feel some type of way. And it's not because I'm like so sad and distraught about this. This is affecting me because I'm tired of always being the good guy to finish last. And that's the truth in almost every case, every scenario. Now keep in mind, I'm not the perfect person. There is no such thing as the perfect person, on contrary to what some may believe. But I believe that I'm living my life the correct way. And every now and then I'll get a sign that says, yes, you're doing so. So I'm just really confused, trying to figure out what the fuck. So you're telling me that because I was there for you in your corner, because I was talking to you, you told me stuff, and I told you stuff that nobody else knew, because I trusted you with so many things and you trusted me with so many things, and because I was there for you through thick and thin, through love and hate, all of that, you want to tell me that I didn't make the cut, or you just want to act like I was never important, or you want to say that I guess you didn't like me as much as you do, as much as you said you did. First of all, any words that come out of my mouth have nothing but the truth behind them. If I say I like you or we're friends, then fuck, we're friends. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm not gonna sit in your face and say another thing behind your back. But just in case, those of you that, I caught this quote by somebody, I believe his name was Terry on Facebook. If you're saying things behind my back, you're in the perfect place to kiss my fucking ass. So it's okay though, cause like as you can see, I'm a little, I have a little animosity towards the situation, but it'll pass because people come and go, and I've learned that in so many life lessons that it's not even funny. Now, you know, I'm just stuck on the fact that I'm there for so many people. Only a handful, maybe, are there for me. Not that I'm asking you to be there, because I don't ask anyone to be there for me, because statistics have shown that 2 out of the 7 will actually be there by choice, not by their feeling of obligation. But it's fine, because my wife, my BFFAD, and the right hand Grace been there. Me and my wife may not talk as often as we want to, and may not have the deepest of deep conversations, but I love the shit out of that girl. I still remember how the fuck we met when she was going through my music collection and said we should be married because we had a lot of the same taste in music. I remember how I hated my BFFAD, who I now can't stand to not be around. I remember how I hated the right hand Grace, but she just left my house last night because I was helping her do her resume. But it's crazy how all the people that I gave, like, they were put on like a statute in my life, want to just do some crazy shit like that. And I don't understand. But it's fine though, because I know that either way, in the future, when you're looking back on your life, my name is going to go across your skull. And you're going to realize what the fuck, how the fuck you messed up. But until that point, you're going to live your life. I'm going to live my life. I'm not going to I don't kiss anybody's ass unless I'm trying to get a job. I'm not kissing no one's ass. If you don't want to continue this friendship, I feel like if we have been friends for a long enough period of time, you could at least voice that to me. Like, yeah, I'm not feeling us anymore. I don't feel like we should be friends. I don't feel like you're conducive to my upbringing or some shit like that. Hell, you could tell me I just don't want to be friends anymore. But if we've been friends for years, 3 years on one, 4 years on another, and 3 years on another, but all of y'all just act like I was never important, it's fine. Like I said, it's only affected me because deep down I really care for these people. Like, they had a place in my heart and still do. Because I'm not, just because we may not be friends anymore, I'm not going to sit up and talk about you behind your back. That jeopardizes my integrity, and as I've told so many people, I jeopardize my integrity for no one, not even myself. If I feel like there's something I want to do that is not something that behavior that I would normally exhibit, then it's not gonna fucking happen, because I just realized my only fear in life, and it's to be a failure. Not to be a failure to anybody on the outside world, but to be a failure to myself. The day I become a failure to myself, we're not even gonna discuss that, but I don't know. But that's the only fear that I have in life. I'm not scared of spiders, and I'm not scared of heights, and I'm not scared of lions, tigers, and bears. It's just, that's the only fear I've ever had in my life, ever, period. And that's the only one I will continue to have until I make my own success. Because I'm not going to rely on anybody else to make that for me. It's a decision, a choice, and things I have to do for myself. And all of these things I realize now. Now, there seems to be only 30 seconds, so I guess we'll just stop the video here, and the next part 3 of I'm Entitled to Feel Some Type of Way will cover Trump parties and my associations with friends. So, here we go.